Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today's episode is all about pasta. I have got the most incredible crab linguini recipe for you. Right, crab linguini. It's simple, it's delicious, it's quick, it is absolutely amazing. So first thing we need to do is get the linguini into the pan. So salted boiling water, it's going to cook for 9 minutes. So in that goes, we don't need to look at that. Right, crab, let's talk crab. Okay, so I've been to the supermarket, I've got mine picked and ready to go because I haven't got time to be picking it, and actually it's a big job, and if you can get it really easy. This is a mixture of white and dark meat. I tend to find the dark meat is sweeter and more rich in flavour but less texture, whereas with this stuff you've got a little bit of both, so it's actually picked, and you can get this all over the UK in the supermarket. It's really good. It's all portioned out, ready to go. So I've put all the ingredients here on the chopping board because there isn't many. Linguini's in the pan. We've got fresh basil, garlic, parmesan, butter, lemon and crab. That's it. Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
Good. So a little bit of olive oil into our pan, okay? And then we're going to add our butter. Butter, crab, they love each other. Okay?
Big bit of butter, Pete.
Well, if you're going to do it right. Don't do it all the time. So garlic. I'm just going to nice and finely slice the garlic. This recipe is in our new book. It is one of my favourites. I'll let you into a little secret. It's Emily's least favourite photograph in the book.
Oh, spilling my secrets, Pete.
She didn't like it. I love it. I think it's a great image. Wait till you get the book. Let me know what you think. Right, so we're just going to I work on induction, so I work with AEG. So the way, if you've got induction, the way to adjust heat is to lift your pan off. Yeah? If you just turn it down, it's not a quick reaction, but if you take it off, it's quick. I don't want this butter to burn, okay? I want it to melt. I want it to amalgamate together with the garlic, okay? So, lemon zest in. So lemon zest gives us loads and loads of fragrance and flavour, and then the juice gives us acidity. So we've got the butter in there, which is rich. We can balance that with lemon juice, okay? So a little bit of lemon juice in there, and we'll just mix that together, okay?
Obviously, lemon is quite a classic with pasta.
Yeah.
Is it? And this might be a really stupid question, but what would happen if you kind of used lime with it? Because it's obviously it's still quite acidic.
Yeah,
citrus.
I mean, this is a very Mediterranean dish. You
Yeah.
don't really get limes in the Mediterranean much. It tends to be lemons more.
Right.
And it's just like lemon and fish. It's just natural together.
Yeah.
It'll work. And if you haven't got lemon juice, you can maybe put a little bit of vinegar in. We're just trying to get the balance with the butter. So you imagine like a salad dressing where you put vinegar and oil together.
Yeah.
You know, if you're getting a balance there, the whole objective of a salad dressing is to get it slightly acidic and oily at the same time and get that balance and sweet spot. It's the same with this. Okay, right. So, we work with Beefsteak Club.
The best part of the recipe.
They are a collection of lovely wines, hand-selected. They're delicious, pound for pound. You're not going to get a better wine, in my opinion, okay? So this is a Sauvignon Blanc, one of Emily's favourites, I believe.
It is.
We're going to put a splash in there because we're going to serve the pasta with this wine. All right? Top tip for you, do not cook with a wine you wouldn't drink. Okay? So, in with our wine. Now we've got the wine in there and the lemon juice, it's no longer frying. We've now got an emulsion of butter, lemon, garlic, wine. Okay? It's going to be good.
Smells good.
So, very little cooking on this. This is a quick recipe visit today. So I'm just going to grab some tongs. Just going to stir my pasta around. Just make sure it's all bouncing around the pan. The water needs to be as salty as seawater. Okay. So for our sauce, we're almost there. We're going to steal a little bit of our cooking water from our pasta because that's got starch in it, okay? And that helps kind of bring the sauce together. It takes all the individual ingredients and that starch water just kind of grabs hold of them all and just makes it a sauce, okay? A little bit of black pepper, no salt because we've got salt in our pasta water and we'll taste it later and then we'll make a decision as to whether it needs it. But right now, I don't think it needs it. All I want to do is bring that to the boil. I'm going to add the crab and then it is pretty much ready and waiting for that pasta, okay? This is cooked crab, so all you want to do is warm it through and let it sort of sit in this bath of butter, garlic and wine. I mean, who wouldn't want a bath in butter, wine and garlic?
Oh yeah, it's a good bath that, isn't it?
Right, I'm going to have a little taste of that sauce.
So with this, obviously, you've used crab, but would this kind of work with any type of maybe like shellfish? Or...
Yeah, so it would work with lobster, it would work with prawns, it would work with scallops, queen scallops, king scallops, whatever you fancy. I mean, crab, it's quite accessible and it's relatively easy to get nowadays. If you were feeling flush, a bit of lobster would be lovely. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's got a lovely lemony, buttery, yeah, that's good. So in with our crab, okay? Do you like crab?
I do, yeah, really like it.
And then we don't need to worry. See, to me now, this just needs bread and eat.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I was the judge on Britain's Best Bakery and we judged an afternoon tea and I think it was Hambleton Bakery and they did English oven bottom muffins with crab.
Ooh.
It was good.
That
It was
sounds
really
delicious.
good. And I remember Mitch Turner being very excited about that because that's right up her street. So now we've got the acidity. Actually, Emily, you should try this as it is. Okay? Because if you like crab, have a taste of that before we hit that with pasta and things like that. So that's sweetness and lemony, yeah? Once we then introduce the pasta, we'll be ready to go. So a little bit of Parmesan in now. And that'll give us a sort of bit of seasoning, a bit of richness. Again, it will help bring the sauce together. Now, since the crab went in that pan, I have not put a spoon in there. Because what I don't want to do is break the crab up so it just sort of becomes all generic. I want the crab pieces to stay whole. Okay? So all I'm going to do is stir and just get that cheese to melt through. And can you see how creamy that now looks, Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah? We've now made a creamy sauce without adding cream because we've added the starch water, the butter, and a little bit of Parmesan. So you're going out for dinner. You could just stay here and have dinner with us, Emily.
Yeah, good.
Right. Let's have a little taste of pasta. Almost there. Couple of minutes. Right.
You just serve me it with a glass of that wine, I'll be sorted.
No, you would, wouldn't you? Right. So, fresh basil. Don't pick it till you need it, all right? And then, as I've said many a time, don't chop like that with basil. You will just bruise it and you will destroy the fresh, fragrant flavour that basil gives you. Push your knife through gently. So you want a nice sharp knife and just slowly, if you sort of try and chop it as slowly as you can, and as you go down, push your knife through the basil like that, yeah? So you can smell the fragrance of it all. Okay, so in with our fresh basil now. And then our pasta, we are going to lift it from the water into the pan, okay? We're not going to put it through a colander because we don't want to wash away the starchy bits and the salt and stuff like that. We want a little bit of that cooking water to come out with us. So you want a good pair of tongs, all right? And still no spoon, yeah? Just toss it like that. Let's get a little bit more Parmesan in there. You don't want it sort of too cheesy. You want to be using the Parmesan as a seasoning and an enricher almost of the dish, rather than dumping a load of cheese on top of it. The Italians tend to use Parmesan like that, not just let's put a load of cheese on it. Okay, now, just going to carefully fold the pasta into the sauce. I'm going to bring it to the heat, and then we're ready to serve. There we go.
That looks good, that.
Doesn't it? I remember when we were cooking this for the book, and we ate it, every last bit of it.
Yeah.
It is a lovely dish. Okay. So I kind of hold the tongs and turn the bowl. This is how I do it for the photography, so that you get a nice pile. Just seems to be a habit I've got into. And then let's make sure we get some of those. We don't want to miss any of those bits of crab there. A little bit of that extra sauce. Now, if you've any questions about today's recipe at all, please post them in the comments below, and I will answer them as best I can. And if you want the recipe, we'll bang the ingredients down the side. Just follow my instructions. It's super easy, this dish. Really, really easy. Just a great combination of lovely flavours. Okay. All that's left to do now is taste this bad boy. Make sure that it's absolutely delicious. If you've already bought the book, you may well be watching this later on in the year. Make sure you make this recipe. Crab linguine with fresh basil, lemon and Parmesan. It's delicious.